Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now, unless you've been living under a particularly cardboard box-shaped rock, you've no doubt heard of the Nintendo Labo, and also heard that not everybody thinks that it's the absolute bee's knees. And so today, for a little bit of a laugh, we're going to have a look at some of the negative comments that I have found over on the old interwebs, and these come from a variety of different sources, including, places like Twitter, I think a Eurogamer article, and YouTube comments. I think YouTube comments are always a good source of this. I also do want to start off this video by saying if you don't like Nintendo Labo for whatever reason, then that is fine. I am not saying that you have to love it, obviously. It's just these are funny. But anyway, enough waffling, let's dive right into things. So we've got this first one, and I believe this was a YouTube comment. I don't know for sure, because I didn't take screenshots, because planning. IDK, if it's just me, it wouldn't cost them more than a quarter to make the cardboard cutouts, and I'm not spending more than $1 from one. Way to make yourself the new EA, Nintendo. Burn. This is a particular favourite of mine, not just because it's incredibly grammatically rubbish, but also the fact that it seems to compare Nintendo to EA, which is frankly just outlandish. A lot of the negativity seems to be surrounding the price, which, okay, that's a fair assumption. I thought the same thing at first, and but, sort of to say that it's only going to cost them a quarter, which is, what, 25 cents? No. The cost of materials and manufacture is not going to be that high. I think that's fair to say for anything. But that's the same with any game, especially disc-based games. Those things cost an absolute pittance to make, and yet people are still happy to pay full price for those sort of things. You're not paying for the materials, you're paying for the R&D behind it, you're paying for the development, you're paying for the people that, spend countless hours making the things. As in, designing them, not actually, cutting them out. Moving on. I get it, Nintendo Labo is for kids, but you can't deny they're selling cardboard for $70, and that's an effing scam. LMAO. Again, it's just down to the cost again, sort of $70, but if you actually have a look online, and somebody actually pointed this out to me, cardboard structures, children's cardboard structures are actually bloody expensive. Here's a couple of examples with some jaunty music. Gotta love at what lengths the Ninty fanboys will go to justify even the most absurd ripoff. Knock yourselves out. Don't fully understand this one. It's odd because actually I really struggle to find some properly hardcore negative comments about the Labo. So these people saying, oh, you're just justifying spending a fortune on cardboard. It doesn't really add up because most people just seem to be saying, this looks cool. They're not trying to justify spending the amount of money. It's not fanboys, it's just people saying, hey, this looks cool. And I think a majority of people are saying that, which is great for me, because it's inherently tied to my career. I appreciate the Nintendo Labo thing as a creative use of the system, and rather clever idea, but ain't nobody gonna buy that stuff, bro, come on! Why isn't this Smash on the Switch? Why do people seem to have this idea that Nintendo is just one bloke in a shed making things? It's not. It is an enormous company. Just because they're, making the Labo doesn't mean they can't also make Smash for Switch, which they're basically probably definitely going to do. I mean, you could argue that it's taking resources away from other things like another Zelda game, for example, but it's only going to be a small amount. And also, people who create Zelda games are not going to be asked to design, cardboard cutouts. That's going to be an entirely separate thing. Waste of time for me. It's Nintendo, so the product would be undurable. That's not how you spell undurable. Is undurable even a word? You can do the same thing with VR and controller, and it's not going to be under $225, plus there would be 6 to 7 games, and it would be first-party games. If anyone out there can translate this for me, then please let me know what they're trying to say by leaving a comment down below. Seriously though, I have no idea what they're talking about. They're talking about VR and controllers, and it's not going to be under $225, despite the fact it's $60, $70. I can't remember. $70, $69.99. Nintendo Labo is specially crafted for kids. Can't you read? Yeah, I made my own stuff in cardboard without paying $70 as a kid. Well done, you. I'm pretty sure everyone made something out of cardboard as a child. I mean, yeah, of course you did. I mean, you could say the same about anything. I make all my burgers fresh so I don't have to pay McDonald's any money. Of course you can do that. They're not trying to sell anything unique. They're not trying... I mean, theoretically, you could create your own Switch with the same functionality and essentially recreate the games, but of course you're not going to do that because they have a skill that you don't have. You can't produce these cardboard cutout things to the same degree and have the same, you know, rigidity and the same interaction with the Nintendo Switch. Or maybe you could, in which case, fine. That's great. That means the Nintendo Labo will fail, because apparently that's a common skill. This is Nintendo's way of the Xbox Kinect. Kinect spelled with 2 N's. Except the cardboard should really be made by something else. I mean, if it's $60 for a game and some cardboard, you should real key go back to when you first created handhelds. You made them durable and resistant to many obstacles. But cardboard is very weak. Even the markers you put in for the customizing makes the cardboard wear out faster than the trend of the 420 game becomes forgotten, like fidget spinners and Pokemon Go. It's true, they could theoretically make Labo out of something more, you know, robust, and I've seen this time and time again. People saying things like, you know, you should make it out of plastic, you should 3D print it. Well, yes, but if you know, sort of if they were to theoretically make it out of plastic, that would be more durable, but the biggest problem is nobody wants a load of plastic crap just filling up the house. The whole point is that this is a construction toy. And yes, I suppose you could also make it out of plastic and still have it as a construction toy, but it would just, again, it would just clutter. You're not solving the problem. You know, the problem that people have mainly with the Wii, with all the stuff with the Wii, I'm not making any sense, am I? The problem that most people had with all the Wii accessories, things like the golf clubs and the tennis rackets, is that they were big and bulky and they took up a load of room and they were kind of rubbish. Labo doesn't have this problem because if you wanted to, you could fold it all back down flat again and just store it away. Or if you're so bored with it that you're never going to play with it again, recycle it and it's done and there's no harm to the environment. It's a good thing. It's a good thing, although we'll have to see if it's actually durable or not, because, we don't know. Nintendo, just lay down and die already. Classic. It looks so fragile, a child would never handle things with such care. The idea is not bad at all, but how Nintendo is doing it, I unfortunately expect it to fail for the customers. Yeah, it's the same thing, it's just, you know, is it going to be strong enough and stuff like that? It's kind of a tired argument. The thing is, we don't know. We don't know, you know, sort of, there's cardboard out there that is seriously hardcore. Maybe this is the same, we don't know! We don't know because we haven't tried it out yet. I think people are thinking it's just going to be, you know, cheap cardboard that you get with, you know, when you buy an Amazon parcel or something like that. And it may be, but I'd be very surprised. I reckon it's going to be, you know, it's going to be at least more robust than usual. Nintendo will get away with what we let them get away with. We can stop this crap by not buying it. Yes. You have just described capitalism. If people don't like Labo, they won't buy it. Nobody's forcing you to buy. Nobody thinks, oh, I'm going to buy this product even though it looks terrible. People don't do that. I mean, maybe in very specific circumstances, but I mean, come on. When was the last time you bought something that you actively disliked for yourself and you thought was actually terrible? It doesn't happen. If Labo is actually bad, it will fail because people won't buy it. That is how capitalism works. You don't need to tell people this. People don't just buy things without thinking. Oh, this is frustrating me more than I thought it would. Alright, this was actually multiple comments, but I'm only going to include it as one because it was all by the same person in like a thread. I mean, it wasn't a thread, it wasn't replying to themselves, just lots of the same comments near each other. What? Why though? Why not just build your own cardboard toys? It's friggin' cardboard! Yes, you can make your own cardboard versions if you want. In the same way you could, you know, make your own chest of drawers. But you don't. You go to the furniture shop and you buy a chest of drawers because your time is worth more than the amount of money that it would cost to get one pre-manufactured. That's why people do this sort of thing. Also, it's designed for children. Children are not going to have the intimate engineering knowledge to create these kind of things that will work as well as Nintendo's ones, and even then they need to buy reflective tape and string and rubber bands, and the rubber bands need to be the right size. It's not that simple. Yes, you can do it, but it would probably end up being more expensive. Let's end with a little something nice. Something a little bit nicer to take the edge off it, because those are all the nasty ones I'm gonna do, because I'm losing patience. Guys, don't knock it until you've tried it. This is clearly a Labo of love. Aww. Anyway, there you have it. Those are some of the the more ridiculous responses that I've seen to the Nintendo Labo reveal. You know, again, you know, if you don't like Labo, I don't care, that's fine, don't buy it, but these are just funny. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you fold that subscribe button into an origami shape, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching, bye-bye.